In red?
Yeah, Councilmember Beaton wanted to add a clause that establishing the bylaws requires council approval. So we either need to add that right after the word, bylaws,
Okay.
or omit it because it's also addressed at the last section of this. It's kind of redundant, so we were going to leave it up to the city attorney to choose which is the better option.
Whichever.
Okay.
And then the second one was Councilwoman Beaton wanted to add a inclusivity clause
Yes.
to our purpose, which is under their section 1 on the first page.
Okay.
And it used to be in our 2009 bylaws, we will not discriminate on the basis of age, sex, sexual orientation, what am I forgetting, creed,
Yeah, all that good stuff.
all of those, that list of
All
things.
people, regardless of age, race.
And it was only omitted because it was omitted in the city ordinance, so we were just following the ordinance, but she wants it added back in, so you're gonna make that change. And Bill told me that, Bill Gamble said we need to vote on it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then make the changes, and then I'll email
was there.
Bill, and then he'll email the city attorney, and then it'll go to city council again on June 6th, hopefully. And maybe they'll vote on it then, so. But if we could agree that that's okay
you everybody
to
look
add
at
those two additions, we're supposed to vote and
Okay.
forward it up again.
Is there a motion to approve the bylaws as
Amended.
slightly changed or amended? It was just like two sections that were changed?
Can I make the motion?
Yes.
I'd like to make that motion, please.
Okay.
Support by,
I will second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, these will go then to the city attorney, and that should,
And Karen represented the Parks Commission very well.
amazingly well. She has done like a year's worth of work on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it has not been done since 2009, and you did,
It's a big change.
it's a
Yeah.
big change, and it's,
Yeah.
and a lot of research and thought went into it, and then when they went in front of the attorney the first time, he even simplified it. He said, that's covered in open meetings. I respected that too, so it was a good collaborative effort, but Karen did the bulk of all the work. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, Karen, the next item, night.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, the next item is the stargazing events at Fifth Avenue Beach this summer. I was in contact with Brooke Edwards, who is a NASA space ambassador and space writer in Manistee, and she did an event that Karen and I went to at Orchard Beach, similar to what she'll do for us. And it was cloudy, so she couldn't bring her telescope, but she will at Fifth Avenue, and she does a presentation. There's handouts, there's talk about whatever's in the space news, whether it's Artemis going to Mars, whatever is in the news at that time. And she agreed to do this for us and collaborate with the Parks Commission. And she wrote an article, so we don't have to, for the News Advocate. And she has a clause in the bottom about how she's partnering with the Parks Commission this summer to bring events to Fifth Avenue Beach. And
Excellent.
if you guys want to look it over and suggest any changes or additions.
Now, you were gonna,
Yeah.
she was gonna provide you with some dates.
Yes, and the date that she has available at the moment is June 23rd, which is a Friday, and it would start at 9 p.m. because it starts to get dark. And she may be able to do a rain date up the following Friday if it's rainy or cloudy, but that's indefinite right now. So
Did you say 9:30?
9.
Thank you.
9 o'clock, and it will be by the concessions there at Fifth Avenue. Apparently she's done it before a few years ago, and it worked really well. And if we can ask the News Advocate to put this in maybe a week before, do you think?
Yeah, at least a week before. Yes, if you want to take care of that, that'd be excellent.
Yeah,
And
she
this
gave me a
is,
couple photos to use as well.
Nice.
oh, this is really fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's gonna be
and
fun, so I hope.
good. And we'll talk about this, and if we serve a little popcorn, or maybe get a fire going, or whatever we can do, this would be super fun.
And the Friends of Orchard Beach sponsored her at Orchard Beach State Park, and they did something similar. They had a booth set up for all of her little handouts and flyers, and then they had a table set out with hot chocolate because it was cold, and you know,
Yeah.
cookies and crackers and little things. And
Yeah, we should have a little snacks too, because a lot of kids, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work on that. We should probably
Yes.
get her a little something, 'cause she's doing this free. We should
Yes.
probably,
she's
you
not
know,
allowed to be paid.
yeah, a little gratuitous gift from, if all of us gave like $4 or whatever, we could buy something and give it to, what, we can talk about that. So, okay,
Sounds good.
that sounds good. Thank you for your work
Thank
on
you. Yes.
Sure.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, and the disc golf opening, Tim is not here, but I think he spoke with Karen on that, and
Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. She's leaving, so.
Yes, let's see, disc golf, his wife Carrie is bringing me the t-shirts that he ordered for us, the ones with the imagery, Manistee, whatever it says, disc golf, and also the ribbon for the ribbon cutting. He's gonna have her drop off tomorrow, so he's gonna write out what sizes go to everyone, so should I just bring them to the beach?
Well, who's all gonna be there? Maybe we should drop them off. I can help you drop them
Yeah.
off. Who's all coming on Saturday? It's at
I
noon
will. I'll
now.
be here.
Plan on being there.
Noon,
Okay,
so.
cool, good. Okay, cool.
Five of us?
Five.
Yeah.
5. So we'll get the t-shirts. We're all close. We know where everybody lives. So
Yes.
come wearing your
I don't know
t-shirt.
what time she's coming, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll get them to you before Saturday.
Yes.
Anything else?
Oh, what time should we arrive? That would be is 15 minutes really good? The
15 is
cutting
plenty.
and-
Yes, 15 minutes is early. And then the rest of the day, they have some people playing. I mean, it was hard to get a lot of details.
Yeah.
People playing,
An
maybe showing a
exhibition,
few
maybe?
things. There will be 100 discs given away, which is huge. You know, they're like beginner discs. And then there's also going to be Pizza Hut coupons given away. So it should be pretty decent, and the weather is supposed to be nice.
Who's giving those things away?
How do you mean, who?
Is Grip and Rip gonna be there and Pizza Hut gonna be there also?
It sounded like Rip and Rip was gonna be there because there's gonna be a table with stuff for sale.
I don't think they were the ones that bought the discs. I think Tim provided most of those discs. So it's
Right.
We will probably give those
Who
away.
has the discs?
Yeah.
Does Tom have them? Because Tim didn't say anything about.
Okay, let's make sure. Maybe Carrie's bringing those. She may be the one that wants
He
to
just
give them
sent
away.
the ribbon and the t-shirt.
Okay, well, we'll check on that. So let's see who does have the discs. Okay, so noon on Saturday at the disc golf course. Story hour at the library?
Well, nothing's really changed. Everybody's got their date.
Mhm.
And I don't know how many took the opportunity to go visit Angie at the library. Oh, and
I'll go to-
why don't you tell us about that?
Well, I actually went because the NASA space ambassador did something for homeschooling kids there, a presentation, story
Okay,
time,
cool,
and
cool,
Angela
cool.
was there, and I introduced myself, and she gave me her email, which
Yes.
do you have that?
Yes.
And I asked if it was okay that I suggested a theme and some books, which I gave one to John for his impression idea of it. And she said that was great, she'd welcome that, and she would
Yeah.
love it if we did the reading, but we don't have to if we're
Oh,
not comfortable.
okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
she would encourage us to because the kids
Okay.
apparently love it when someone else
Read.
jumps
Yeah,
in.
they do.
and so-
Okay, all right.
But so far I've not done that because I wanted to talk to you about that first, if it was okay to. Do you want to do it together or do you want me to just?
Well, the one we did
Ideas for
together, I figured we'd do together. I don't, yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, we'll talk.
And then story hour in the park is covered. Movies in the park, Tim's not here, and those are kind of on hold because of the copyright and everything. It became harder than what was anticipated. So I think that may not happen this year. So we'll have to try it because you have to work with that swank. And they're that wasn't too crazy expensive, but we'll, you think we should still try to do one for August or not?
So we won't have one for June or July?
I don't think so, because I don't think Tim.
Well, it was the whole copyright thing.
Yeah, but there is another
Bob
one.
can't do it. I don't really know if Tim explored the other options.
I had explored it, and
Oh,
you do
okay.
pay the other, I mean, I did it in December, and you do pay that other company, Swank, it's what the other towns are using. And it's based on how many you anticipate, which I said we have no clue, so you could do it for, say, I said, gee, could we do it after the fact if you trust us with that? Because you'd hate to pay for 400 and get 50 kids here or whatever.
Right.
And they have such an assortment of movies, and you can do it, you'd have to probably get a sponsor, because it will be a few $100s.
Okay.
Someone would have to sponsor that, and then the sound system, I mean, it'd take a little bit of work.
Could it be done in that time frame? Do you think, between now and? It would be fun.
Probably not now in June, but I think it'd be fun to get one this summer and try it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can work on that. Does anybody else want to work?
I would love
Okay.
Is Tim still online with his equipment? He had to blow up,
We have to
screen.
ask and see if that would
Okay.
still be okay.
Okay.
Yes. And for the first one, that would be good to use if we could, his
Right.
stuff, because,
Do we have any funds as a Parks Commission that could be dedicated to that, or is it only the Lions Pavilion that goes towards the Lions Pavilion?
we don't have any discretionary funds that I know of, right?
Can we borrow?
Could we use, and that would be a very good question.
Yes.
Because we could always, maybe a good spot to show it would be at the Lions Pavilion, you know, because then it'd be protected if you had a blow-up screen, and if it was rainy, the kids still might come, and you have tables, or they could sit wherever. So maybe that's not a bad idea, and maybe,
The band shell, can't people sit on the stepped area of grass? Do you know what I
Veterans
mean?
Park,
Veterans Park?
yeah.
If the screen
Oh,
was
then
down by the
maybe-
band
Yeah,
shell.
that
could
might be a
people
great
it's all
idea.
clean.
Put out their blankets or whatever and sit on the little
That's a great
ledges
idea.
there?
the only reason I mentioned the Lions Pavilion is possibly we could use some of the money.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because that's,
Lions
I don't know if the money has to be for capital improvement, but that's an improvement. I don't know if we could use it for that or not, but it's something
That's
to
a great
ask.
idea.
But that's an event in the park.
It's an event in the
Yeah,
park,
yeah.
and it's a use, so,
You're right, we should do the Lions
We'll
Pavilion.
have to reserve it, though.
and we'd have to reserve it, of course, and then, just see if we could use it, possibly,
Hey,
just
can-
possibly.
Katie, do you know when that pavilion is rented out? Do you have the dates? In August? Do
You
you know?
usually print off a calendar.
I do, but not with me right now. But yeah, we do.
Can you
Yep.
forward it to one of us and we can get?
Yeah, I can do
Just so
that.
that we see what dates are available,
Sure.
so we can work towards a date,
Mhm.
please.
Katie, do you also have what their income was? Did
I
she
don't.
send you that?
Don't have that.
Okay. We gotta make sure we get that, because, yeah, and
I can get that and send it to everybody,
And
and,
that,
then
I
I'll
think
get
you
the
have to
calendar.
use or lose it, and we've talked about a few other expenses there.
Mm-hmm.
Karen, were you gonna look at the glass thing for that?
Yeah,
You
are
had
you
it?
ready to
Okay,
talk
yes,
about
we're ready
that?
about the Lions Pavilion, the
Okay.
capital purchases.
Marina project.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was
Kelly,
kind of waiting for.
the Marina project with Kelly.
Our goal was met of $20,000.
Holy cow.
9,000 was raised from small businesses and 11,000 was given by the DDA.
Wow.
The furniture's been ordered, most of it. It's starting to arrive. The bikes have been ordered from Trailhead in Ludington. Really cool bikes, electric cruisers.
Oh, nice.
3 quotes have been asked for the interior painting of the marina. The patio's been completed, as everybody already knows. The pub tables and chairs for the patio have been ordered. The gas grill that was donated by Ed is just waiting to be put on the patio. And then we need to pressure wash and paint what is left on the patio and on the grounds. And we'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly.
Kelly's done an
Appreciate it.
amazing
Yes, she
job
has.
on that, and I think what a huge improvement that has been.
It's gonna draw
Yeah.
a lot of voters.
Yeah, and that Eileen Postma has agreed to hang some of her pictures of,
Have you heard from her?
yes, and her prints of the harbor, they're
Very
gorgeous,
nice. Very
beautiful.
nice.
She's framing them and matting them. There's going to be one of those push carts, that was one of the things everybody had asked for. Katie,
Excellent.
they've ordered those to get up and down the hill with your supplies and the bikes, and I think that Marina is going to,
Oh, that's gonna be
And the
awesome.
outsider that's across the street is going to be carrying retail for the boaters. So
Oh, nice.
that'll be good for them too.
Yeah, awesome.
What's the timeframe for the completion of the Marina project? Do we know? Is that?
I'm hoping mid-June.
and it's not like it's not usable. Looks nice now, Katie's, it's clean, it's nice, the furniture has the same as was there in the past, and so it's not like it's unusable
Right.
till then.
And when the painter comes in, he's going to just do a section at a time, so the boaters aren't, you know.
Will he do the doors too? The bathroom doors, don't those still need to be painted on the front?
We're not going into the
Parks
shower.
Department will take care of that.
Oh, okay.
Is that paint or are they new, the outside?
No, they'll be painted, they'll be removed.
Oh,
and
outside.
Outside.
I thought you meant-
The
I thought you
upstairs.
meant interior.
painted. One at a time, when we have time.
Okay,
Okay,
awesome.
thank you.
Very cool.
Yep. Thank you, Kelly.
Anything else?
No,
Great job, that was
job. Thank
amazing
you very
that
much, Kelly.
happened and you got it done. Kelly really worked.
Yes.
Okay, now, onto the Lions Pavilion.
Yes. So I was looking, I went over there today and I measured it. It's about 32 by 38, but it does have a piece of ledge that goes into that space. So it would have to be smaller, so maybe 30 by 38. It would have to have a right-hand hinge, so, left-hand hinge, so that it opens this way. It has to open right-handed, right, or backward. We'll look at it again.
Or
Anyways,
from
my
there.
suggestion is that they do have weather-resistant ones. They have a rubber gasket so water can't get in it, things of that sort. Usually has a shatterproof or plexiglass front on them. Prices run, you can go crazy with this stuff again. But like, let me give you like a locking weather-resistant from Displays to Go. They have a 24.5 by 18.5, that's $163.99, so $164. And then they have a 23 by 30, that goes up to $270.99, so technically $271. That is with a cork background. They also have them with magnetic, they have them with cloth. We'll have to discuss that a little bit, what we're looking at. The 23 by 30 would hold 4 of the 8 by 5 times 11 papers in there, and I'd have to make sure that fit. But I did look at Swansea, Displays to Go. Ghent was another producer of them for $456.42. That's why I'm saying these prices are all over the place. You can get a vinyl tack surface, so that would mean that it would be a self-healing type surface. So if you stuck in, because I went over to see the cork board, we can't do that anymore. It looks funky. So, I mean, that's what that's going to depend on. So we got to figure out cork, cloth, or vinyl. Do we want it weather resistant? I would say locking would be our best bet.
Yes.
We can do it in black or aluminum are the two colors that I'm seeing the most of, and glass or plexiglass. So that's something that we have to come up with. Do you know exactly, Mickey, what size would fit in there?
I will say the ones that we have up front will take 3 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, but that's where we post the monthly rental or reservation. Sorry. I guess no, I don't have enough.
Yeah, and I went over there to measure it, but my measuring tape wasn't long enough, so mine.
You have my number, right?
Yes. Okay, so we can, because we gotta figure out that little ledge. I wouldn't wanna get anything there. So, I don't know where you guys wanna go with this, but I can order, I can do whatever. How do we request the money for the pavilion out of the funds that we have already garnered for
I'm
that?
not sure. I'll check with Jeff.
Please, and let us know how we go ahead and do that.
So,
She's got the 3 bits.
I guess,
Or just send it to me and I'll order it.
Oh, okay. You don't, excuse me.
You can just email it to me and I'll order it.
Do you have somebody that you work with that might be able to give us a discount, or should I just kinda?
They get a discount anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just ran into this with another
We should be pros now by now.
deal. The city does not pay tax, and they also
Okay, cool.
you know,
So that's good.
so it's best to order through us because we hold the funds.
well, you
Okay.
definitely want plexiglass.
Right,
yeah.
Yes.
right, I don't want any glass
Right.
on the inside of there.
Yeah, so, I would think get with Mickey to make sure it's,
And it should be a
Then we're-
little bit less because we're gonna be
Yeah.
reading the stuff and it's locked.
and then,
Call me
DPW,
maybe.
and that's what Jeff had said. Let him know and then he'd order it, which means you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't do cork.
That was,
Yeah,
but
it
what
just
hurt the cork was all those little 3 by 5 cards that everybody kept nailing up.
Sure.
It's not gonna be
Plexiglass will
like that any
No,
longer, I
it takes a
don't
lot,
think.
right?
Yeah.
Cold
Okay.
weather will break it. That's about
I'll call you, Mickey.
Okay, so, can they have permission just to order what they feel best?
Yes.
Yes, or you have our
Okay.
blessing to go ahead and
Okay.
place the order, and that'll be a nice
Sure.
addition. Anything else that the Lions Pavilion needs? We had talked about planters for the outside, like maybe, we talked about 2 pots of geraniums or something, like in those tall pots. Mickey, any thoughts on those, or Anybody?
Are we watering them? Because it would need water, I mean.
Yes,
that's okay.
that water is on down there, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
You know, like they do at the cemetery, and it seems to work. They just have a gallon milk jug on a string, and people, as long as there's something to fill with the water, you know,
Yeah,
someone
well,
going by.
I don't know, we
mean,
need
I
nine
would
people to do it when they're doing garbage once a morning. If you know what I mean, so like my guys are doing garbage, put some water in them. But I just need to balance that out and.
Okay, I mean,
What do you feel? Is that, do you want that or not, or do you think it'd look
Yeah.
nice, Kelly? What do
Will
you
that
think?
be out in the element? I mean, will it rain on it on occasion?
I was thinking
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly I'd be worried about the wind because it dries it out down there, to be completely honest with you. You know, so
Yeah, and in a pot, they'll need water. Maybe we don't need it. I mean, it's like,
is there a gutter system on that?
I think.
we have faucets there, and if my guys are doing garbage, it wouldn't take much to fill a little bucket of water in every morning.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of like we do for Blossom Boulevard and all the hanging plants downtown. But they do that first thing in the morning. Who knows what happens between 9 and 7 in the morning, the next morning, if you know what I mean?
Yes,
But like I say, they maybe leave some of everybody thinks they need, but you can also overwater plants.
yeah.
Yes.
You know?
I think they would touch them, but I thought, yeah, if we could just make sure that the gallon's hanging there, make it easier
Yeah.
for them, and just try it. We'll just
Oh,
see.
no, yeah,
You know.
can't hurt to try, for sure, no, I mean, but yeah.
So, we'll research some black planters and,
It's only gonna be like 30 seconds for my guys to pick up the garbage and water the damn plants, right?
okay, we'll talk, yep.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, Karen wants to, we'll look at some planters, we'll get with Kelly, she's gonna color, and
okay,
see if they should
good.
just be the black ones, or whatever you think. We'll look at there, black or
Yes,
white,
okay.
I don't know.
If I may say, I think lower to the ground would be better, because if they're hanging, that's when the wind gets them. and
Okay.
drives them.
In pot, we were thinking of like 2
Yeah,
pots on each
yeah.
side of the entrance.
Yeah,
Or
oh,
just-
no, completely agree, but I'm just,
Pardon me?
yeah.
Welcoming.
Yeah, just welcoming, just nice.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it nice, and it's being rented, so.
Quick question, do we have any, I don't know what it's called, cement piping? Would that be something that you would have?
Cement.
Piping that is maybe, what is that, maybe 12 inches?
To put it in the bottom of the
Oh,
pot
like
to
a
keep it from
culvert
falling
kind of
over.
cement.
Well, no, what I'm thinking is you could put that there.
Vertical, yeah.
Yes, and then put a plant, you know, fill up the bottom with that.
Yeah, I
rocks
understand,
or
yeah, we
something.
don't have them hanging around, but it's a bit, I mean, that's, yeah.
Would be hard to move, but that's what I'm looking at, is nice and sturdy, we could paint them any color we want.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if that's something you have on hand anywhere.
But they're available, I mean,
Okay.
they're around, I mean. you can-
Just an idea.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just a thought, but I'll start looking for them.
On the grants, the Minger, Duffy, First Street, and Morton, nothing has come in yet, but we did say we would paint that old equipment. So would we want to choose a date for that? And we'll have to get some direct-to-metal paint, and so when would we like to do this? I think we should probably do it.
Well, Kelly, didn't you have a group that was kind of interested in doing that, or has that gone the
Are you
wayside?
talking about,
Art
what
painting.
are you thinking about? What's his name,
Equipment?
Tegler? Is it-
Tegler was gonna do
Len-
Fifth.
Tim, sorry, Ed was doing Fifth Avenue.
Yes.
Oh,
Is that who you were thinking of?
No,
Oh,
was it Kiwanis or somebody?
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
19th Circuit Juvenile Court.
Oh, then-
oh, okay.
I can ask.
okay, that'd be great.
awesome.
Okay, Kelly will ask a youth group, kind of, and that would be excellent if we could get them, and then be down there with them. And
Right.
I think we could hopefully get that
And
done
I
in
guess-
one day.
Yeah, and if, you know, if we get the help, then I guess I'd work my schedule around that help.
Perfect. And there's the swing, it'd be neat, and it'd make a, I think, to get something started, it'd be nice down there, and the stuff is going to come in, I believe, separately, right, Katie, is how
I
it
think
was
so,
ordered, so we might get the swing slings and maybe go forward, so, okay. Kelly, you're gonna do that, and then let us know.
I'm gonna talk to Carly about the one group of volunteers, right?
Yes, just about the one group, and then go ahead and like choose a date, maybe in June or something. What do you think? June? Get her done? Okay. And then, First Street, I think, I don't know too much about that. I mean, we're putting in the basketball and all that. I think we have to wait till the equipment comes, right, Mickey?
The equipment has showed up for, two baskets for First Street and 2 for Morton when we extend the extra
Okay.
pad. That is the only thing that showed up right now was the
Basketball.
vertical posts.
Excellent.
And so it's coming in dribs and drabs.
So, any time frame on pouring that cement at
I'm
Morton's?
sure there is, but I don't have it.
Okay. Okay, and then, perfect. Okay, and then Duffy Park, probably the same. Any update on the equipment for Duffy Park, Mickey?
Yeah, when it
It's
arrives.
all just coming in
Yeah.
when it arrives.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Honors night, so.
Thank you, Karen.
Yes, thank you.
Adelaide.
Thank you. Okay.
Is this
I got it.
yours?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
That's
This
yours.
is mine.
You got anything
Smart.
else?
Yes,
Cool,
thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Where we left off.
Thank you.
Under old business,
Goodbye.
the clean water recovery facility ribbon cutting was today. They had a very nice open house, and Katie did a good job, and it was, I thought, pretty well attended, and very interesting. We're cleaning up the, what did they say, Katie, 23 million? Nikki, you might know. I think it was 23 million was spent on that project,
The
but it was.
total.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very worthwhile.
Yes.
And no more overflow in the lake, so that was
That's the important.
very nice thing for the city. The teen center, I have been attending those meetings and working with the 2 women that run that. They do a good job with very little funds, and they are getting kids there, and the teen center is in Sam's Park, which is a park, so, we're trying to join with them a bit. There was an ongoing amphitheater feasibility study.
Yeah, I got information
You got info on
There's going to be a meeting on Monday about the follow-up questions from the interviews from the Hunden and Stone are the 2 that replied to the, what's it, PR, no, RPF? No.
RFP.
RFP.
I say it backwards all the time. To the RFP. So we interviewed them, we had follow-up questions, we're gonna find out what their answers were, a little better on Monday. They did send us the answers, but we're gonna discuss a little more about it.
Good.
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Cool.
Yes.
What's the charge for that study?
I think it's $32,000. And both of them have different offerings. One is more for the music, and the other one is more for maybe a multi-use in my mind when when we get the interviews from them. Both of them can handle the architecture, it sounds like, and the marketing. But one works with Live Nation, and that's, I don't want to misspeak, I can't remember offhand though. I think that's done. And Hunden seems to be more facility oriented, like, figuring out what type of facility to build. Hunden does do a geofencing, which I really liked. They bring in, they have numbers that they garner from geofencing. That is something that they can tell where people are coming from, what they're coming for. It sounds like their ages, all kinds of stuff from this geofencing. So that's really interesting. There was also discussion about Interlaken, Meyer Gardens being big draws with big names. So we're just trying to jockey around and figure out, questions to ask to make sure that we're being thorough on, vetting the two organizations. Anyways, that's the way we're working now. I'll have more information at the next
Thank you.
meeting. Sure.
Is it mostly a survey at this point, or a
Well-
determination of what is most appropriate?
Actually, we won't get that information until we hire the company. And they offer these auxiliary type things too, if you want to add on. And I'm trying to, I don't have the paperwork in front of me, so I'm sorry. And I had the meeting last month, so some of this is evading me. But they do in the feasibility study, they will do a marketing research analysis on what is already here, what would augment, you know, what we have, size, what kind of acts would be drawn according to the size. Of course, I wanted a ice skating rink, right? But because of the wind and the sand, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of I like multi-use, you know, facilities, and I thought maybe an amphitheater and an ice skating rink, but I don't think that's gonna be feasible at this point. But they will let us know the size that they feel could be used in this town, in this area, and the types of musical acts that can be brought in to use the facility. Of course, they talk about having where you make money and where you don't make money. And they're supposed to give us all of that information too. The type, you know, like where a concert might be a push type thing where you're not going to make a lot of money, but it could be a draw for the city, things of that sort. So it sounds like it's pretty extensive. I'm really happy to be part of the process here. So it seems like a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah,
Thank you.
that's what I got.
When is it supposed to be, when's that study supposed to be completed? Did they give a date?
Well, we haven't hired a company
Right.
as of yet. It's 3 months once we give them the
Okay.
go-ahead.
That's good.
And like I said, there's some auxiliary add-ons. I don't know if we're gonna go with those. We'll discuss a little more on Monday, I believe. So we should have some more information coming from them.
The tennis courts at Sands Park. I don't think any update on that.
Maybe Mickey?
Not
Mickey?
me.
No.
Nothing, Mickey, the tennis courts
I
at
know
Sands
we're
Park.
on for a contractor to tear them out.
There is already, is that already contracted?
It's in the process. I
Okay.
don't know for sure if anybody has, yeah,
Okay.
but that's, the last thing I heard was, because initially, back 2 years ago, the city was gonna do it, but obviously that didn't happen for whatever reason. And now, the last I heard, when Jeff spoke with the whole board, they're gonna hire that out to be removed, and
Who's gonna hire it out?
that would be like a request for bids and stuff like that. That's
No,
how
no,
that
but I
would
mean,
work.
is the city or MAP's gonna pay for it?
The board, in my mind, would be the board, would be all three people that are in charge of Sands Park.
So MAPS would pay half of it?
From what I understand, because there was also talk, like Jeff had spoke last meeting about, once it all happens, putting the sidewalk up Robinson so the kids can get to the school, because we don't have a sidewalk on that
Mhm.
part of Robinson. So, so that's kind of what's going on there. Jeff's done a really good job the last meeting discussing that.
Yeah.
It was kind of towards the end of the night, but maybe we can review the video on that, what he was discussing. So that's still ongoing. He's been out sick, so I don't want to answer for him.
That's a park owned jointly with between the city and the school, so it would be
And
nice.
county.
And
But if the county's got
I think it was just D's. I
Oh,
believe
is
it's
it?
just the
Okay.
city of Manistee and MAPS, and
Oh,
so
okay.
it'd be nice if they participated, because the city
I believe
pays.
that's what happened. Like, if we watch the video from last meeting, I think that was covered.
It's good, that'll be excellent if it is, I'm sure.
The meeting you're referring to is
Our last Parks
Last one.
meeting when Jeff was speaking,
Yeah.
which was a month ago, I guess. Yeah, right? Really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Fifth Avenue Playground that Ed Tegler had spoken about, we did not get any, we were going to get some aerials, right, and kind of pick out some colors on that one. But I don't think, Jeff is going to take the topography of that, and then we were supposed to kind of give some ideas with colors, and Ed probably wants to move forward on that, so we should probably get that done.
Somebody probably needs to, I mean, Jeff might not get to it right away.
Yeah, does,
I thought, are you gonna meet with?
I think he probably has that right on his computer, the overlay, if someone,
Or ask them if they want some colors, or I could pick out colors.
Kelly and I will stop and ask Jeff when he wants us to do that, like next week or something. We should look at that sooner than later and just pick out.
if I may, the next, oh really?
Sorry.
So I met Ed the next morning, I went over there to work on the flagpole. Because that was a discussion, he wants to get a group of people together, sorry, let me back up, it's my understanding, he wants to get a group of his family and everybody together to do this. And he's gonna let me know when we need to drop the flagpole and do whatever, but he wants us to choose the colors.
When you say drop a flagpole, I was not sure about that night when he spoke. Are you talking about
The
removing?
one where the old NIA building used to be, there was, where the light post is, there's a
Right.
flagpole there, and it's in, you know, it's had a flag on it for a long time, there's no lights, so, he wants to repaint the pole. But you have to drop it.
Oh, okay,
You know, so
so
it takes a little bit. Like,
not remove the
that one's
pole.
quite small, 4 people can do it, you know.
someone provide a flag and it probably should be lit if we're gonna.
At night, unless you want to take
Yes.
it down every night, which is, I mean, that's semantics after that, but he wants to paint it, so.
Okay.
We were over there the next morning talking about it, and he said, you guys choose the color for the play equipment. Excuse me, it sounds like they're gonna do one at a time, which is fine, you know, so. I would have to say, the only thing on the, like in my mind, the, not monkey bars, but that, you know, that.
Right, geodesic thing like.
Yeah, it'll only be the panels where everything joins, because there's pointless painting everything else, because little kids grabbing and climbing on it. It'll be them, there's a metal, like a hexagon disc where everything joins. That's what will be painted. So all you need is colors, you know. Of course, everybody wants to go with primary colors. It doesn't matter, so.
And then there was a little, cause we had to paint something metal. I think you wanna make sure we use the right paint, and I think there is a direct to
Yeah, and I
metal
will
paint.
just ask people if we know how to paint.
Yep,
what to use,
exactly,
you
and I don't
so
know that
that's,
it's available in
Because
Manistee.
that's,
It's not-
when Ed spoke last month, he referred to the fact that, oh, they were going to do it last year. What happened there, we choose the colors, and then we brought in a few more people, oh, no, you can't do that, you need to do this, and the other person said, no, you don't do that, you gotta do this, so the more opinions you get, that's why you know what to do, they never do anything. Well, you know what, this is where we're at, sorry. But whatever you need, we can get it for you, and so. Yeah.
I think the big thing is make sure we use the correct long-term
Correct.
paint,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
won't
yeah,
be painted
yeah.
for many years, and it's, I think they call it DTM paint, that it's direct to metal, and I think you can get it in Ludington.
Does the
Gilroy's
equipment-
doesn't have it. We
Does
tried.
the equipment have to be sanded too, or is it bare?
I would have to say, well, because there's still paint on some of those
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Panels,
Peeling paint or paint?
so.
Peeling
Yes,
paint, or is it just-
I mow grass.
Okay, well, good
We
project.
will get the correct information so we can do it right.
No financial report on the Lions. Anything under new business? Anything more that we want to bring up? Karen?
I was wondering about the composting trash cans that they presented. Is there anything going on with the trash cans, the composting ones? The lady was here and she presented, I know I was late, so I missed a little bit of that. But I know that she said she had some monies, or she knew how to get some monies for grants to put those in. Now, when I was down in Florida, I did see them being used, and I don't know how quickly they have to be emptied, but this was like a real busy beach, and it looked like a really good thing to use there.
Do you think people would separate? I mean, I can't.
Are we talking compost or recycling?
This was, I think, a
I believe that
recycling.
was, I wasn't there that meeting, but I read the minutes.
I can't remember.
Recycling, I think it was to do with
Recycling,
glass.
yeah.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm saying composting. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't mean compost.
Okay.
Compacting.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I got the wrong word.
Yeah,
Compacting.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
compacting for recycling.
Yes.
that
Yeah,
makes
okay, yeah,
more
yeah.
sense. I was thinking, oh, that might be
Yeah,
hard.
There's some manual ones.
I guess if I do the right.
It's not like it gets done every week in town, we pick it all up.
Yeah, it might not be something we can use. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? But I just thought it was a great idea. It's run on solar panels. So there would be no electricity, so they could be technically put wherever needed. I mean, I was just wondering about that.
Well, I think last year the big push was to get new cans.
Right.
So we've crossed that hurdle, we're getting new cans.
Okay, let's.
No, they're out already.
Out already,
Trash cans,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
but I think what the lady was saying is recycling the glass.
Yeah.
And the beer and pop cans that are down there.
Right,
So as long as I don't stop burning them in my fire pit.
yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
And then we do have the new cans, and they are placed, and they do look nice.
Okay.
But the bags, we gotta work on that a little bit, just see,
Yeah, I gotta get bags, that's my bad. We gotta get bags that'll fit that container, slightly
Okay.
smaller, but we wanted them out there. I'm using the bags I have right now.
Okay, and then
Alright,
there'll be,
so-
When you find the right size bags, will the rubber bands still need to be used?
Yeah, because there's no other way, because there is no other way. Now, can I get a different color rubber band? Yeah, I could get a black rubber band, but that'll degrade in the sun.
But that'll be what?
It'll degrade in the sun, it won't last a week.
Yeah, no, the rubber.
Because it's not even rubber anymore. Rubber bands are not made out of rubber anymore.
Spend so much money on trash cans and then you still see the plastic bag and a rubber band.
You don't see a plastic bag, they're on the inside.
No, they're on the outside.
Where?
The beach, where else did we send?
yeah, I saw them on the
don't know,
outside.
a couple-
No, the cans, the actual 55-gallon drums, if it doesn't have a lid, you will see the rubber band, yes.
No, it was a trash
No.
receptacle.
The new ones?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so you tell me
You
the
see
new
the,
ones.
yeah, you see the plastic bag and then you see a blue rubber band around it. So it just,
No, you don't see a blue one because it's green.
oh, okay, maybe it was green.
Are you colorblind?
Green or blue?
So what color is it? What can you see? No, what I'm saying is, maybe my new kids are doing it differently.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Yeah,
put it
we
on
gotta
the
make sure
outside.
it's,
Yeah, I
Because
can't
we have a
remember.
liner, the band is put around the liner, which is put in the trash can.
Yeah, no, it's on the outside, and I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was at the beach.
So the kids are probably,
Yeah, the new
Just
kids.
sort it out. No, I'll check it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because it's like River Street, there's rubber bands in all of them, you don't see the plastic bags
Yeah.
because it's wrapped around the liner on the inside.
perfect.
Now, I will tell you, their new garbage containers that we got, they're more slats. So you might see the rubber band through it, so you know.
Are there any trash receptacles left over for the marina, or they weren't purchased for the?
Not yet.
No, we don't.
No, the only ones I have is for Fifth Avenue Beach, First Street Beach, 2 for the disc golf, and 1 for Martin Park.
And then 2 at the fish cleaning station, or
They're
that's?
already there, and 2 at the dog park.
Yeah.
To the
When I
fish,
say First Street, I include the land, I include lands, fish cleaning, you know, in my mind, that's First Street. Anything beyond the roundabout is First Street to me.
Because we're trying to make the marina look its best, could we pull the ones from the fish cleaning station maybe and put them at the marina?
No, not right now, you can't.
Okay,
We're trying to be consistent.
okay.
We're trying to work from a beach, like Jeff said, we're working from a beach back into the other parks.
those are pretty nice. I mean, we,
Yeah,
for the fish
actually, they're
cleaning
pretty quite
station,
heavy duty.
I went by there too and I thought, oh my gosh, for guts, it's the best cans in
Yeah.
town, you know, but if that's the goal.
Yeah, you know, if my guys are doing it, I'll check it out in the morning.
Just see, yes.
Because it shouldn't be plastic bag on the outside.
Or just take a picture and just send it to us, or if you see something, or
It had to have been the beach. That was the last time I was out walking.
yeah.
That's the only place they're at right now is down at First Street.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
so I'll cruise them, so.
Yep, good. It's early in the season and they look good, so. Karen, another new business.
Okay, so I did purchase the balls.
Oh,
Those
So I
look
have
very
10 of
nice.
them.
Did you see them, Jen?
I don't know how
Pass
long,
them
I
down.
don't know how long the printing is gonna last, but that's okay. I'm hoping that the idea gets stuck in their heads before it wears off.
I'm glad they're not pink.
Yeah, right. Now, I was gonna go pink, I was gonna go purple, but they only had certain colors that I could get the printing on. So I have 10 of them here. I did ask Jeff if we could work at figuring out how to keep them on site. I thought maybe a rubber gasket, something that would be, you know, that wouldn't hurt anybody and that nobody would
Yeah.
really want. Anyways, I have the 10. Do you have needles and inflator?
yeah,
Okay, so I mean, I don't have to worry about bringing that stuff up, right?
certainly not.
So, I would like to, I have the box out in the car, I'd like to drop these off, can I drop them off at the yard tomorrow?
Yes, actually, how about you drop them off to me tomorrow morning
Yeah.
sometime at the Lands Pavilion, and we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, I like the way this
There
is
you
working,
go.
and I like the way that's working.
yeah.
Yes,
Do you-
what time?
It'll have to be after 9 o'clock break, because I need my coffee. How about 10 o'clock?
10's awesome, yes,
Date?
got
You got a date?
it. What do you mean I have a date?
You have-
Tomorrow at 10, that's the date.
We have a date,
Yeah.
we're on,
Right.
okay, we're on. I got 10.
Boy,
Okay,
Karen, have you been married that
Karen
long?
donated these, and I think this
Yeah,
is
that's
a neat,
fantastic,
this is
yeah.
a neat addition.
Oh.
DPW Manistee Return to Park. I
Yeah.
mean, and this is just a very generous.
I just hope it works.
I do too,
And-
that's all.
yeah,
And if
and-
it doesn't, then we learn a lesson, right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, let's
Same time
hope,
Somebody needs the ball.
Yeah, let's
Exactly.
hope the kid that steals it really needs us.
Yeah,
So this
exactly.
is, but very generous on Karen's
Oh,
part.
no big deal.
And do we wait to put these out till we get the new hoops up, or do we do it now, Karen? You guys decide.
Yeah, this is other groups. I think we.
I think so,
Should we
too.
find some sort of receptacle?
I would like to see some kind of dates for this. My
yeah.
suggestion would be
We'll talk
like,
about it tomorrow.
put them, yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
10 o'clock.
Thank you both. That's,
Got it.
but Karen, thank you for that
Oh,
generous.
it's no big deal. I'm
And
happy to do
I
it.
think what a neat thing. And I've seen it in other towns where they put like Tonka trucks in their
Yes.
parks. I've seen
Yes.
that all over, just like nice trucks in a sandbox for the
Yes.
kids.
Yes,
And they seem to stay, so let's just hope the same for Manistee.
exactly.
That all summer long, those same trucks are there.
Yes.
So I would just
That would be
hope
awesome.
for the best for our town too.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else under new business? Is there anything we should be doing? Anything? It's park season. Mickey, anything
You're
to
looking
add?
at me. Yeah, you might, as Parks Commission people, you may start getting complaints that like our parks out in the town are not getting attended to right now. I had a discussion with a few people today. Correct, they're not, because this week for me and my new hirees, where priority is the Riverwalk and anything around the beach for Tech Lines for Troops this weekend. Next weekend, I have a great bunch of kids, 3 returned, 3 new, fantastic kids. So they're knocking it out of the park, pun intended. So by next week, them outer land parks will be taken care of, and we still got some leaves in there, so stuff like that. Sorry?
I was just curious, so are you telling us we've got all the parks people we needed to hire this year?
No, certainly not. No,
Oh,
no.
darn.
No.
Okay.
Right now I
I'm
have
sorry.
6. Yeah.
Out of 12?
Our goal is, I think, 9 or 10, right, Katie?
11, I think.
11. And then we
11,
have
I think we have
some good
11.
staff at the marina too.
I think we have
The marina people are not gonna be taking over mowing the marina. They have to hand mow it. It's gonna take them like a day and a half, 2 days. So, but depending on the way if it's raining or not though, so it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a challenge right now, but it'll be taken care of. I mean, they've done it this week. They've done a wonderful job. We purchased 2 brand new self-propelled mowers. They had to be specifically designed because we have that hill. You can't just use your little old
Yeah.
Toro. Oil has to be injected into the head because of the hill. So we have 2. We purchased 2 of those, a blower and weed whips. So the staff will be taking care of that. So a personal note on me, we just got to be cognizant of the fact that we have a wet week in June or July where you can't mow, but the grass still grows. People are going to complain, but there's nothing actually we can't cut it. So that's kind of the balance we are doing right now. So, so with that kind of, the marine takes it off my people's plate in a
Right.
sense, because
Yeah.
we had always, unfortunately, you have to cut the marina in the afternoon because the sprinklers come on in the morning and it was too wet to run our larger equipment on it until the afternoon. So, I think, yeah.
Where will they store that equipment? Will it be at,
I drop it off,
okay,
and when they're done, I pick it up. So, yeah, because it can't be down there.
So
So
then
I have a
how many,
trailer, sorry?
how many people will be at the marina then if they're cutting grass?
How many? Probably 3.
how many employees do you have at the marina? Did you
5.
get, you already got them?
5.
Good.
Haven't all started yet though, have they, Katie?
No.
Yeah, we
At
have
least-
3 right now.
At least you have people. That's huge.
Yeah, we actually had quite a few applicants this year,
Yeah.
so that was good.
Yeah,
Anybody returning from last year?
2.
Good.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
those lead guys, were they the lead kids from last year?
No, everybody was new last year for me.
Gotcha.
But so now the 3 that came back have been seasoned by 1 year.
Okay, well, that's good.
So,
Can I make a suggestion that maybe in years moving forward, that we figure out dates, like for opening dates of the parks and closing dates for the parks?
Now,
Why?
can't control the weather. I've been here in May, when the snow doesn't melt, and I am busting my butt to get the leaves off the park for Memorial Day.
Got it.
We went over Memorial Day. I wish I could. Oh, gosh, my job would be so easy.
Yeah.
No, we're all weather
Exactly.
dependent up here, Karen, I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Like this year, Sismeric looks fantastic because I was able to get all the leaves out of there in November. Because
Okay.
all the oak leaves fell before the snow, got them out of there. Reeds, not so lucky.
I was just thinking if we had a date for opening and closing, then you could like work towards those dates. So anything that was happening prior to those dates, like maybe the kids getting out of school and the kids going back to school, could be the window that the park's
Yeah.
officially open. That gives you some
Yeah, but
time to-
our weather up here is so weird, you know?
Okay.
I mean, like,
Fair,
the
yeah.
fact that we gotta push to get the beaches open for next week
Got it?
because of the way things are,
Yep.
you know? So, yeah, like I said, for us, we're so weather dependent,
Okay.
you know? I got really lucky, had several volunteer groups this year, just in the last month or two. Had the Manistee Democrats cleaned a lot of the beaches and went around Man-Made Lake, and also had the, what is it? Help me out here, Katie.
VFW.
Honor students.
Oh,
yeah, say
Done a lot of
students.
cleanup. And then Mr. Postma, he's a science teacher at the high school. He had his kids come down. They helped us on the river walk, picking up leaves, only for half an hour, but that
Oh,
that
that's a
half
huge
hour
deal.
with 12 kids was amazing. So I've had a lot of help, you know, this
Awesome.
year. And then, of course, Karen's, we had a big work bee 2 weeks ago at Veterans, or is that 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago and then last week.
Yeah. So, you know, so it's been, which are a big help to us because the staffing for me, so, yeah, so.
Got it.
That's all I got.
In that Veterans Park, Kelly, you did a great job. That,
There were, what, 12 of us, I think?
yeah, it's like you said, Mickey, more people that work, they,
And
easier to.
3 or 4 of the city employees too.
Nice.
There's a lot of collaboration, so.
And then Kelly got to meet Mr. Aarons.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, so he's a valuable person for the veterans. He's a great person.
he's a great
He's
person.
done a lot of stuff, so,
Yes, he
yeah.
has.
So,
I mean, we asked for bushes to be pulled, and they showed up with a front-end loader, a massive truck, and I don't know what else.
Very nice. And got it done.
Got it done.
Got it done.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking.
You feel like nothing's getting done, and so much is actually happening.
Yeah, nice.
It's a lot of
yeah,
positive
it's
things.
like I had mentioned before when I was talking to Kelly's son when we were power washing the post. It's like, I mean, I'm guilty. I see it every day, so we don't notice,
Yes,
you know? And it takes somebody like Kelly to move back to town, or people visiting Manistee for the first time.
yes.
You have to step away from it. If you're
Yeah,
looking at
but, you know, so, I mean, and I'm guilty of that, don't get me wrong, right? So,
We all are.
We
Yeah.
all are, yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as when we bring it up, we're willing to help, it's okay. Right?
you
Right.
thought you had.
Nope, I think there's things happening. I think there's making a difference. It's getting, with Kelly's help and everybody's help, it's getting cleaner. In the parks, there's activities. I love, everybody has really contributed to, and Mickey and Katie. So it's been, I think it's forward progress. Okay, anything else to come before the meeting? Any discussion? John, anything you want to bring up?
Good meeting.
Kelly, anything?
All done.
I'm just not gonna be here at the next meeting.
Okay.
So I'll let you know.
Okay.
We'll wait for you. That's what we just
It's on until the following week.
That's why I'm warning you ahead of time. I'm gonna be gone.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn?
I second.
Meeting adjourned.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good meeting.
Yes.